Let's talk about self-love and how it has so many aspects and you just need to embody it. So love isn't just about relationships, it's about work too. You know, it's something you share with your partner and your family. We all know that. We sacrifice it sometimes through work, but we know it. But it's at the heart of everything you do. Your work, your leadership, even how you show up for yourself. You come from a place of love and alignment. And the same principles that strengthen your personal relationship transform your work life. It's just all connected. And if you're feeling like something's off, whether it's in your marriage or your job or your day-to-day, your family, your friends, you just don't need to look outside for those answers. You need to come back in and look within. So today we're going to cover quite a few topics and sort of build it into a story if we can. But why true transformation in your work and life comes from doing inner growth work, passion, how the answers you're searching for aren't out there, but they're inside. You've got it all. And the powers of loving yourself first, self-love. I mean, let's get real. Let's just start taking that on and how it makes everything else fall into place. The importance of stopping the blame game and taking a hard look inward at yourself and taking ownership. How committing to that inner change can lead you to a place of work-life happiness and balance. Like bang, that's it. So let's get just real for a second. Think back to a time when you were struggling in a relationship. It could have been with your partner, a family member, or even just a close friend. So at some point, you probably thought something like this. If you just change, everything would be better. But deep down, you know it doesn't really work that way. The same goes for your career or how you lead. You can switch jobs, take on new projects, even change teams. But unless you look inward to do the real work, you're just repeating the cycle. It's just Groundhog Day. So when life starts feeling like a grind, whether you're at home, at work, or within yourself, it's not because something outside's broken. It's because something inside is begging you for attention. It's easy to blame the job, the boss, the economy, or even your partner. But the truth is, the answer lies within you. The walls you're hitting aren't external. They're a result of unresolved stuff on the inside. It's time we start to listen. So here's some things you need to know. Inner growth work is a non-negotiable. And if you want to break through the walls in your life and see what truly is resonating with your authentic self, it's about understanding that everything you need to transform your life is already inside you. You just have to unlock it. You've got to dig deep and confront the parts that you're stuck in. All those old patterns and bring them to light. Things that are holding you back. And when you start loving yourself, truly accepting who you are, committing to healing those inner wounds, everything else comes easier. You embody life again. You show up differently in your relationships. You show up differently in work and you lead better. It's no longer trying to force things to happen or blaming others for what's not working. It's about becoming the kind of person who brings love and authenticity into every aspect of their life. And when you do that, you naturally lead others to do the same. You become a born leader. So how do you make this shift? So there's a few things you can do to get started. First thing is common sense. Stop blaming and start owning. It's time to take ownership for what's happening inside of you. Instead of looking for someone else or something to blame, ask yourself, what's going on within me that needs healing? The answers are there. You just have to be willing to face them and feel through it. Next one's commit to inner growth work. This isn't a quick fix. 10 kilometres into the bush, you've got to come 10 kilometres out. But it's a different 10 kilometres out. It's about committing to real lasting change. And yeah, it takes effort, just like everything does. And it will challenge you. But if you want to find true life work, happiness and balance, there's no other way. Get an emotional coach if you need help. There's no shame in that. In fact, it's a sign of strength and you'll find out it's your actual superpower. So, and the next one is love yourself first. When you start from a place of self-love, you're able to give more authentically to others. It affects the way you treat your partner, your colleagues, and even yourself. It's about showing up fully, both at work and at home. Not because you have to, but because you're leading from the place of wholeness. So be a leader. Don't just be a boss. Leadership isn't just about guiding others, it's about guiding yourself. If you want your team, your clients, or even your family to thrive, you have to set the example. Lead yourself to a place of balance and inner peace, and watch how everything else falls into place. If life's been feeling like a struggle, if work has lost its meaning, or if your relationships feel out of balance, stop looking for the next thing, the next shiny object that'll fix it. The answer isn't out there. It's inside you. And make a commitment to change. Do the inner work. Love yourself first. And let that love guide you and show up in every aspect of your life. Because life shouldn't suck, man. And neither should the way you treat yourself or the people around you. It's time to lead from the inside out. The choice is yours, so what will it be? Drop down lead from example down the bottom somewhere, or reach out, DM me. But I'd love to start a conversation on this. I'm so passionate about it. Peace out.